We're in Sacramento, and I just discovered an amazing listing presentation that I want to share with you, and it features all the unique things that are happening in Sacramento at Coldwell Banker and how we market homes to get them sold and how we set the records that we set in that market. Absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to start out with a couple things. First of all, this presentation shouldn't last more than about 12, 13 minutes. And there's a reason for that. We want to make sure that we're being concise and yet detailed on the information for a prospective seller. They want to know what's in it for them usually, not necessarily what we as real estate agents typically want to talk about. So I'm going to go over a couple of quick assumptions. I'm going to assume this is not a come list me opportunity. I'm going to make the assumption that I met this person maybe at a cocktail party a week before. I've made a confirming telephone conversation with the actual consumer, so we're in good shape there. We're all set for the appointment. Also, I've already toured the home, so I've seen what's here, how it looks, and now we're sitting down at the listing table there in the house. House is probably priced at about $495,000, and although I do love technology, what I'd recommend is have all of this information printed out, because you want to leave this information with the seller so they can review it not only after you leave, but also if there's a competing agent coming in, it's a great way to remind them about all the amazing things that you do to get the home sold in the shortest amount of time for the most amount of money. And you'll also notice that all of this is personalized just to me, because I want to make sure that the consumer recognizes that this is a very unique marketing offering that I've put together as their real estate professional. So let's go ahead and begin the actual listing conversation. I would start out by saying I know that you know we sell a lot of homes here in Sacramento, and quite frankly, we're very, very proud of that. But most of my very best clients, well, they don't care about the fact that we sold 7,000 homes here last year. What they do care about is how do we sell so many homes? So what I'd like to do is I'd like to kind of walk you through a bit of a roadmap. This is a great way to kind of see what we do and how we do it and how it's so different. As to the things that we do differently, I'm going to make you a commitment. If after about 15 minutes of our meeting this evening, if it doesn't make great business sense to you, I will offer to stand up and leave. I don't want to waste your time. I know your time is very, very valuable. But let's go ahead and walk through what we do differently here in the Sacramento market. I'll tell you, it all starts with amazing photography. Homes these days need to be showcased in a way that really showcases how special they are. So instead of having someone from the office just stop by and take photos, which is done so often in our industry, I'm going to hire a professional photographer to come in, make sure your home looks great, and make sure that the imagery, the photography that we do, really sets your home apart from the competition. Now this can cost $500 or $600, but I'll tell you, it's really worth it when the time comes to put those great images to use. Now, one of the first things I'm going to do with this great imagery is I'm going to create a single property website. This is a great way to showcase how special your home is with all those great images, but also great information about the neighborhood, the area, and all of those inquiries come back to me so that I can effectively answer questions about your home. Now, you've probably seen these all around town, different various real estate magazines and whatnot. They're helpful and they're great, but here's the problem. 86% of all unsubscribed real estate publications end up in the trash can before they're ever even looked at. And that's a real waste. It's a waste of money and a waste of resource. So I go a different direction. It may seem crazy at first, but let me share with you why it's so impactful. Now you may recognize right here Sacramento Magazine or Sacktown Magazine or even one of our great magazines up in Tahoe. You see, what makes these so special is these are actually subscription-based magazines. That means people pay money to get these magazines every single month, so they read them. And when they read them, that's when they see your beautiful property here in the back. Even though it's expensive, and these run anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000 a page, I'd like to put a 1/6 of a page ad in this magazine just to make sure we're getting your home in front of the right demographic. That's what this business is all about. In addition to that, I've found that social media is becoming ever more important in the successful marketing of homes. So we go the extra mile. We don't just put it on my Facebook page as an example, but my company will also feature your property on their company Facebook page. I'm not talking about like just an image. I'm talking about taking that amazing single property website and making sure we showcase it so that people really get compelled to look at it and explore your property. But we're going to use the power of Facebook, and we're going to what's called boost and do an ad That means we can reach a vast number of people that aren't even friends of mine or our companies. These are folks that just meet a demographic standard that we think is likely to buy your home. It costs money, but we think it's a great way to get your home in front of the right people. Speaking of in front of the right people, this is something no one else does here in Sacramento, but it's setting us apart from the competition. Most importantly, it's setting your home apart from the competition. Here's an example. I'm going to actually pay to have a 30-second professionally produced television spot created just for your home. It'll have all the great imagery, it'll have a professional narration over, and it's going to air on CW31. It's a great local channel, 4 o'clock on Saturdays. So it's actually a great time where people are actually dialing into TV. Now what's powerful about this is we cover the entire Sacramento area, and the actual show is fantastic. It's at home in Northern California. It's a show that people are watching and they love to see. So that is going to air on Saturdays at 4 o'clock. But I'm going to take that really unique video spot that we had created for you, and I'm going to use it on YouTube. Not only our highly trafficked YouTube channel, but I'm also going to use it in a way that we're just finding huge results. You see, I send about 1,000 emails every single month. Oh gosh, I send emails out to people like home inspectors and appraisers and lenders and co-oping real estate agents at different companies, my own agents at my company, past clients, future clients, and at the bottom of each of my signature lines, you're going to see your property featured as one of those videos. I'm going to take that professionally produced TV spot and drop it right there on my signature line. Again, remember our job is to expose your property to as many people as we can. That's how we sell so many homes. Now I talked at the beginning about the importance of great imagery, great photography. So we're going to use that great photography to create a truly professional brochure on your home. These are the types of brochures that when someone sees your home and they go back to their house and they're on the fence and making an offer on your property, they can go back and relive the experience of your home with professional photography. We just find when people are on the fence, oftentimes this can make the difference. So we want to make sure we do it right. Speaking of brochures, do you remember back in the olden days when they used to have these things called brochure boxes? You know, you'd stick your hand in there and it'd be gooey and wet because it might have rained, or, my gosh, maybe the wind was blowing and all the brochures are in the neighbor's yard, or there's just nothing there at all, which is really a shame. Well, we've gone a different direction, and this is something I just love. You see, on top of your sign, we're going to have a sign writer that a consumer from their smartphone can simply access all the information about your property. We're talking about that great video we did, the great imagery, all the details, but most importantly, when they inquire about your property, when they're right out in front of your home, I get a text message. So I can reach out to that prospective buyer. I can be a proactive agent, not a reactive agent. I can reach out and say, hey, I understand you're in front of the property. Would you like a personal tour? Do you have any additional questions about the property? See, we've got to go the extra mile if we're going to provide the extra mile service for you. Next thing I'm going to do, and this has been very successful as well, I've got a list of about 1,000 past clients, future clients, people that I know out in the community. I'm going to send an electronic brochure out to each one of them the moment your home's on the market. Because that way, again, we're expanding the reach to your home all across this area. I'm also going to create what's called a virtual tour. So these are kind of old-fashioned in a way. They've been out probably 3, 4, 5 years now. But these are absolutely vital when it comes to marketing your property on the MLS system. That's a multiple listing service. It's a service that all the realtors use to be able to access properties. I want to make sure that people can really see your home on that system. It's called a virtual tour. So of course we'll do that as well. Now this is one of my favorite things. It's called the gold foil envelope. See, a lot of our competitors still use the old-fashioned small postcards to send out around your home, announcing that your home's on the market. But we've done something totally different with an amazing outcome. You see, when this shows up in the mailbox at your neighbor's home, it's script, doesn't say Coldwell Banker, has my personal name and personal address on the back of it. When they get this, they think it's an invitation to a party. And invitations to parties just seem to get opened up. As I open this up, you're going to take a quick look at this, and you'll see how impressive it looks. It's a beautiful trifold. Has all those great images we talked about earlier, these great photographs about your property, and all the details about your home right here, so that they can reach out. Here's what we found. Your neighbors, quite frankly, they're one of the very best sources of business to get your home sold. So they have friends, family members, and even coworkers that want to live in your neighborhood, and this is a great way to get that information right to them right away. Now, one of our secret weapons, if you will, is that we recognize that in selling your home, ironically, a lot of people think my job is to sell your home, but I would argue my job is actually to cause your home to sell. And I do that by mobilizing the entire real estate community. Here's an example. You see, right here in Sacramento, there are about 3,000 or 4,000 agents that actually get things done. They're the ones that actually sell properties. Here's a list of just a few of them right here. See, these are great agents, not only from Coldwell Banker, but from Lyon, from RE/MAX, from Keller Williams. They're great agents, and I want to make sure that they understand your home's on the market. So I send them the update. This is a great little e-piece, comes out every Friday, and it notifies them that your home is now on the market. Because I want to get them to bring every one of their buyers to your home. That's one of the ways we get maximum exposure. But let's talk online marketing for a minute. I think you'd agree that people are going in droves online. I'm sure that Realtor.com is no surprise to you. In fact, it's one of the very best sources of being able to get information when it comes to housing. You see, unlike Zillow and Trulia, which are great sites, Realtor.com has all the information and all the accurate information. And that's what buyers are striving for right now. But let me walk you through what a home looks like on Realtor.com when the agent isn't stepping up. Let me give you an example. Here's a great property right down the street. Lovely home. The problem with this is there is no way to click for more information and get the listing agent, the agent most qualified to talk about the property. I have to put my name, address, and email in here. I click the button, and it just goes to some random real estate agent, which makes no sense because that real estate agent may know nothing about your neighbor's home. Which means when an inquiry comes in, that agent may take this buyer to another property and not even show this home. That's reprehensible, but it's happening every day. Let me show you what I do. Now, it costs a couple $1,000s a year, but I got to tell you, it's worth it. Because on all of my listings, you're going to see my name and my face on the upper left-hand side of the screen. That way, when a consumer puts in their information, requesting more information, they get a hold of me. Because no one knows more about your property than I do when it comes to showing your home. And when someone inquires about your home, I'll make sure they get to your home. That's a commitment that I can make to you, because I spend the money to make sure that in Realtor.com, you look the best you can. Now, at the end of our successful adventure, the goal is obviously to get your home sold quickly for the highest possible price. Once that's done, I'm going to send out a quick card to all those same neighbors I sent out before. Quite frankly, I think it's just being polite. I want to make sure that all of your neighbors recognize there's a new neighbor in the neighborhood. And it's a great time to stop by and say hello. So we'll get these out promptly after your home sold. Now, I told you at the very beginning, if what I said didn't make good business sense, I'd stand up and leave. And now's the time I'd be willing to do that. I just want to reiterate, there are certain things we do differently that help us sell so many properties here in Sacramento. It's what puts us ahead. Now, shall I leave, or do you want to talk more about the marketing of your home?